Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good morning. It is 7/10/2021. Right now we're doing some journey bosses, so yeah, let's get right into it. Currently we are on number 39 of 40, so we are 2 away from getting this island done. So let's check out the boss's skills here. Alright, so at the beginning of the turn, gives plus attack to their units, allies being them, for each enemy being our units. Also, whenever one of our units are attacked, they will be poisoned for that much damage. So that is not fun. We'll see if we need to get rid of their poison. All right, taking a look at their units. So they have freeze ranged, immunity, and then plus health. Extra summons over here with splash, deals extra damage with splash, and then has flight. Has here before attack gets extra attack, deals extra damage around the area, and then gets a large health boost. Have extra copies whenever they're attacked. Give plus attack to their ranged units, and then also has the skill here to deal extra damage to our Warlord. And finally, at least for now, we see a unit that freezes units in line for a turn whenever they're summoned, stealing attack from male units, and then also freezing their units. Summon 3 freeze runes on our cells. All right, let's just let's just get right into it. We'll make adjustments as we see fit. 4,900. All right, so we took care of that boss. That took a lot longer than I anticipated, but we did get the victory. So let's do a breakdown of. Whoops, hey, got some new experience. Let's do a breakdown of the squad that we used to get through that. All right, so let's start off with our Warlord. So our Warlord has this Arch Vampire that comes on play. It has Vampirism, and it deals damage at the end of the turn to their units. So we'll get a little bit of damage marking. We can then use our kill our wounded units. And then we can also combo with our Frost over here that sets the health of a random frozen unit to 1. So we summon this unit, and then we summon the Arch Vampire, and it deals the damage to destroy units. We use the Alexandria over here because it summons a life palace in front of themselves, so a little bit of protection. Also heals our units, and then also heals our Warlord. And then it removes negative effects at the end of the turn. So as you saw, there was attack steal that was happening to our male units, which are actually just these two here. But eventually we can also get rid of other things like poison, and then also the negative attack to our male units and other units. Right. And then silence is the attacked enemy that helps us against the freezing units, and then the other units that have the double attack, and then the other what do you call it? Like the balls. That was the one that has the multiple summons and then deals the splash damage. All right, we use their Justia here because it gives miss to another unit for a turn, so it does stop that balls unit, the one that does the multiple summons. Also stops some extra summons from the void spirit. Or entering the void, whatever the unit that whenever it attacks, it deals extra damage and then summons a copy of itself. Once we get 2 of these on the field, we can really start to slow down their field. And then also right here we have a health boost and then attack boost based upon the health of this unit. It combos with our Yoster over here that gives a health boost for every female that's on our side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6. Has the damage at the beginning of the turn for every unit that's on our side of the field. So then we can set up a board wipe. We can silence their male units as well to stop the extra effects coming. That involves the Dominus, that's the one with the double attack, and then the healing and the plus health. Stops the balls unit, the one that does the extra summons when attacked, and then the void, that's wait, no, that's the one that gets extra attack. So pretty much a lot of male units that we can silence. It has flight too, so we can stop 1 round of damage once units are silenced. So that's kind of cool. We have our Frost unit here. This unit helps us get rid of other units in terms of just slowing them down with a freeze and then marking them to 1 health so we can destroy them for next turn. Also, it gives us a health boost at the end or at the beginning of the turn for every unit that is on their side of the field. They're every enemy. So we keep this unit alive long enough. We saw that our health got to around 1,300 or so that helps us out in the long term. All right, we have this unit over here, sets the health to 5 for ranged enemies. Also, whenever one of our units come into play, they'll get mental shield, so they'll get protection. And then before one of our units attacks, they'll get pierce. So eventually, once we have a wall, we'll be able to get an attack boost with the pierce to attack through their units. All right, this unit here is pretty important. So it has flight as one of the first things. It helps us stop against the immune old god. That's the one that gives health at the beginning of the turn for all their units. And then also has immunity and freezes our range units. So that's why you saw the battle take a lot longer. But this unit can still attack because it's a melee and not a range unit. So that's good. All right, whenever one of our units dies, it will get an attack, a damage rune on their side of the field. So a little bit of disruption. And then when one of our units dies as well, this will get an attack boost as well. So it allows us to have a unit that can still attack and then has flight and then get an attack boost. On top of that, whenever it attacks, it gives reborn to another one of our units. So eventually when we get 2 or 3 of these on the board, they'll start giving reborn to themselves to their other copies. So we'll have a pretty much an infinite wall. All right, we have this unit over here. So whenever it attacks, it does the Eclipse Shards. These shards, they give mental shield to this unit. And then they also act as another blocker for the summons. And then it has damage to adjacent enemies in radius 2 and counterattack. These 2 skills work together because once this gets attacked, it will attack back and then mark their units for damage, which we can then destroy with the destruction skill. Finally, we have this unit over here, this Cabas. So whenever it's attacked, it reflects damage equal to 100% of the attacking enemy, 100% of the attack to the attacking enemy to 2 random units. So that'll allow us to destroy a unit as well once it gets attacked, because most of their units have a high attack but not high health. And then also gives us a little bit of marking for damage for destruction. On top of that, it gets block. We didn't really get to see it come out and play, but eventually if it stays alive long enough, it will pretty much be an impenetrable wall, so that's good. And then at the end of the turn, it gives block to our Warlord, so we can take a little bit of damage. All right, let's take a look at the next boss. Just do a little preview of that. Currently on 40 of 40. All right. Water. All right. So at the start of the turn, they'll summon a water elemental. That water elemental, I assume, will have freeze runes like other versions of this unit. All right. Whenever one of the water elementals are destroyed, it will kill one of our units. So that's no good. And then at the end, whenever one of their units dies, they'll gain 600 health. So it looks like all of these skills will work together. Starts to summon. When it summon dies, we'll kill one of our units, and then plus health. All right, let's take a look at their units. So they have a water elemental. I guess that might actually combo with their own skill because they'll be summoning 2 water elementals. Plus health whenever frozen enemy on the beginning of the turn, and then also gets an attack boost over there. As a unit over here, gets plus attack for every frozen enemy on our side. Looks like a lot of our units are going to be frozen. We have a extra summon whenever a chaos or a non-chaos or non-building is destroyed, and it has flight 2. As this unit over here that deals damage to us, damage to our units whenever they summon. We'll steal attack, and then also damage pentagrams over there when it dies. As a unit over here, it does this poison and plus health at the end of the turn, and then these extra summons. Those extra summons I know will do another summon that will do poison. That's no good. And then finally, you have this unit over here. So silences units in the line, so it'll stop most of our effects, and then get a plus health boost and large block. Right. Yeah, so let's just do a preview of that, and then we'll sign out from there, and then we'll check back in very soon. Empty field, so that's cool. Once the water elemental came into play, summons these freeze runes, so that's not good. Interesting. All right, I think we have an idea of what we have to do. All right. Well, that wraps that up. If you guys have any questions, comments, feedback, or concerns, leave a message on Twitch, Discord, or YouTube. Comment. Stream and content schedule is right up there, white box. Please like and subscribe on YouTube for more videos, and follow the live stream on Twitch. Check out the content on the YouTube. We have a lot of the other journey bosses, and then also world events, Dark Towers, anything Mighty Party that you can think of. And if you don't see it there, let me know, and we'll make a video. All right, guys, this is Happy Splasher. Thanks for tuning in, and signing off.